see. Well, it looks like we're live, and still no one's on, but let's see here. You always wonder if you're on or not. Yep, one person's on, so we're live, so good deal. Well, welcome back, guys. We're Van Life Sheldon's Travels. Sheldon is our little yellow belly slider turtle. I'm Mike. This is Stephanie. We're right here at Destination Open Roads Property, Scott and Terry's, and we got some packages in today, so we thought, let's open them up together. So we're getting some few people on, 8 people. Cool.
Hi, Craig.
We'll wait a few minutes and let a couple other people get on. We got 10. Good deal, guys. Well,
Carly and Holly.
you know, we left you yesterday. At the end of the day, last night, we slept on the floor, just on the floor in there, but we did get the flooring down. It looks amazing. So we're going to leave the floor alone. But today, this morning, we've actually arranged the van. We've had UPS here. We had a freight delivery. A whole pallet of batteries were delivered today. So we're going to get into that. I've opened up a couple of them, but 6 were delivered. There is one more battery coming for a total of 7 VMAX 125 amp hour batteries. So we're going to be putting 4 of those in this van with, we're going to be adding another solar panel. So it'll be 610 watts on the roof and 4 of the 125 AGM VMAX batteries. And we're also going to be giving away, well, let's talk about the 4 to start off. Those 4 will give me 500 amp hours. 250 of those amp hours I'll be able to use. And I kind of just want to show everybody what you can get for your money. So on Amazon, I'll put the right here so you guys can see it. 4 VMAX 125s, and the price was after tax $1,177.19. So that's what I paid. Well, my Patreon paid for me, and I really want to say a huge thank you to that person. You know who you are. I don't even think they're watching it that's live right now, but this will be the heart of the system. And I know a lot of you are going, why didn't you go with the Battleborns or lithium or this and that? And guys, I went through a lot of lithium systems, and I was going to buy some used lithium batteries, some hospital batteries that another YouTuber that does a lot about stuff a couple weeks ago but they were all used batteries, and I couldn't find anything that was new, and they were still $500 each. So if we went the Battleborn route, I asked them for like a sponsorship or some kind of discount and put it on YouTube, because a lot of YouTubers do that kind of stuff. So I asked for that, and they basically said, and I'm going to be doing a video of this, so it's real quick. They're not doing any sponsorships or endorsements until September, and then it wouldn't be 100%, and there was no guarantee that we would even get it. And I said, okay, then so what can you offer me now? And they said, the batteries are $1,000. We'll offer you $50 off. Don't forget Nevada state tax and shipping to your location. So I said I could buy them on Amazon for $950 with free shipping, and then if I'm in a state that doesn't have sales tax, I could get them for cheaper. So they didn't want to work with us. I was going to buy 6 of the Battleborns also. I was going to put 4 in the rig, and I was going to give away 2. So that was the plan, was to give 2 Battleborn batteries away. And I had a budget. I had a couple thousand, you know. I was willing to pay up to like 70% for each one of these batteries. So I wasn't asking for a huge discount. I wasn't asking for a lot off, but they didn't want to do it. So this is what I got for $1,177. 4 of the VMAX AGMs. Now, we did get Ramblin' Rome. If you don't know about her solar setup, we salvaged a 200 watt panel, 12 volt, and we purchased another 12 volt 200 watt panel that's identical to it, so that we'll have 400 watts at 12 volts on at the same time. So that's okay. So we'll have 400 watts for her, and I thought 3 of the VMAX 125 AGMs. That'll keep it nice and hot. So she'll have 375 amp hours to work with. She'll have half of that, so that works out fine. So we'll be putting her system in. We also got her a brand new Victron 1030 charge controller. So that's where that's at. So we're gonna start unboxing some stuff and get the live going. I just wanted to explain that first, and then we'll show you the batteries here in a minute. So also let me talk about this first for a second. The batteries that we got for Ramblin' Rome, I purchased 2 of them, and I also got a third one coming. But for 2 of the batteries, it was $588. So that's $588.59 with tax and shipping and everything. So that's not a bad price. You can't get one Battleborn for this. So that's why we did that. Babe. I know a few people said Bob Wells is online right now live. That's fine. We need to just start doing the build, guys. So I'm just gonna go live when we're ready to do the build and unbox stuff, and we'll be going live almost every day. So what? How about it?
This is the Joby.
So for Stephanie's new camera, here is a new Gorilla Pod sticker on here.
We have not said hi to Sheldon on the live stream yet. We will get to that.
It's a little bitty one. I don't know if this will hold it or not. Might need a bigger one. This might be too small, but we'll give it a try. It's a Joby, which is the good brand, the Gorilla. So we'll check this out, see if it's big enough. Might need the next step up, but we'll play around with it. Check it out. All right, that's great. Awesome. Memory cards, guys. This is what we really needed. So when we start the build here, so I'll be popping them open. These are 2 of these 125 gigabyte ScanDisk Extreme Pros, and they have the V30 rating, the A2. These are one of the fastest ones out on the market. So this will be great. This will give me one for Stephanie's camera and one for my camera. So perfect. Okay.
Strainer, kitchen sink.
Oh, okay. For the other sink, for Ramblin' Rome's sink, she needed a new, it didn't come with the strainer and stuff, and that one's copper, right?
Yes.
So this one is like a black and copper finish, so that it will match the copper, sorry guys, the copper sink that we got that she picked out on Amazon, and it'll be coming in a few days for her build. So this will match. So that's perfect. We didn't want to get just a stainless steel one. That wouldn't match very good. So got that on Amazon. All right. Well, a lot of you know, some of you know that my surveillance monitor in the back failed I haven't made a video about it, and I didn't want to complain about it. I didn't want people to think that I was trying to get a monitor for free or anything. So I just kind of kept my mouth shut and didn't say anything about our monitor being bad for the surveillance cameras. So we went ahead and ordered a new one. This time I went ahead and went with the 9-inch. The last one was a 7-inch, so I went with the 9-inch, and it'll basically the same thing that I have, just as in a little bit bigger model. So I'll be swapping this out, so we'll have a new monitor for the surveillance system. And since that monitor it was in the Kia Soul, and then it was in the van, so that monitor is like 4 years old, and it never gets turned off. So
I wanted to say hello to Doreen. She just got home from work. Thanks for coming on the live. That's awesome. Minivan Mike is here. Hello.
So all of you know that someone mailed us a new freezer, right? So when our freezer died, someone sent us a freezer in the mail for free, one of our Patreons. And so I guess I don't know how to say this, but I'm just gonna say it. We decided that we wanted a refrigerator and a freezer. So we wanted one of each. So we purchased another one identical to the one that we got when we were at Blue Van Dan's house to match it. And I'm going to use one as a freezer and one as a refrigerator. And we kind of have some stuff laid out in the van. I have both the refrigerator and the freezer in there, so you can kind of see how the layout of the van is going to go. That's what we've been doing a little bit this morning, or earlier in the afternoon. And we're just gonna pull it back out and screw it all together right here live with you. But since we have two refrigerators, a freezer and a refrigerator, we went ahead and ordered a third one. Since someone was so nice to give us a freezer when we needed it, we thought we would just get an extra one. They're about $300, and this is actually going in Ramblin' Rome's build. So we're going to be giving away a refrigerator too. She has a refrigerator, but I think she's going to be using this as a freezer. And with 400 watts of solar and 3 of these VMAX batteries, that's another reason why we needed to order another battery, is because I just didn't feel like the 200 watts was good enough with the 2 batteries. Felt like she needed 400 watts with 3 batteries. So, and if you're going to be buying a new charge controller and stuff, you really should just do it all at once. So this is the reason she's getting another battery, because she got a freezer, and it's going to be a deep freeze and be on all the time. So that's going to work out great. What else? We have,
I think just the battery.
Now just also today in the mail, Ramblin' Rome's flushable toilet, just like ours, came in. I think it came in yesterday actually, but she got we got her the exact same Threadford flushable toilet that's in the van that we've been using for the last 3 years, and works amazing. So, but let's show you the batteries that we got. We got a whole pallet of them, and then we'll show you the van and let you see how it's gonna be organized. So let me grab the camera.
I can flip them around while you open the packages and the batteries.
All right. Oops, sorry. We did put you on the Gimble today. There's 86 people on, so maybe it'll be a little bit smoother transitions.
Thank you so much. So this is all of our stuff, and thankfully Terry and Scott have a small shed that we've been able to just load all of our boxes in. So we have not had to put out our tent yet, and that has been super nice because that was our plan B, and we have not had to use it yet. All right, so this is the skid that the batteries came on. It was pretty cool because I was like, oh, we get to keep the pallet. Yeah, they don't want to keep it.
The UPS driver, they came freight on a pallet with a big semi-tractor trailer UPS, and the guy called off, and of course the driveway is gravel, so he left them at the end of the road. Scotty grabbed the tractor here, if you want to show him the tractor.
We're going to spin you around. Hold on there with me.
At least it won't be too bad because you're on the Gimble now.
So that's nice. So he's got this big tractor here, and it's got the big open mouth up front, and we see right there, and we just laid I think 4 batteries fit in there, and we had 5 batteries fit in there, and we had to go get one more. So that was perfect. Thank you, Scotty.
Yeah, he went and grabbed that real quick for me. Super nice.
Hello, Be Happy. I love the name. Hello from Virginia Beach, Victoria.
So, this is the batteries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes here. So 6 of these. We'll have one more on the way. I've opened up 3 of these things, but I thought I'd open up one on camera just for all of you.
Hello, Linda from New Hampshire. Thanks for joining us.
Really nice packaging. A little strap here that is removable.
Terry and Scott might make a present on the live. If they do, I will definitely tell them that Tony said hello.
So this is the new batteries.
Yeah, back up just a little bit so you guys can see those nice. In the sun, I'm going to get a close-up there.
They are the VMAX 125 amp hour 12 volt AGM batteries.
Yes, and like Scotty was saying, this is not for like a regular car battery like our other ones. It's nice that on the top it actually says solar. So this is going to do us good.
So let me take this one over here and you can kind of follow me over and they can see where I've been putting these.
Definitely. A nice little outside setup. So this is behind the passenger seat. You just got stuff with miscellaneous stuff right now. And then this is where our batteries are going to go. Nothing's hooked up right now. That's why you don't see no wires. But this is just placing it in there to see how everything looks. So this is kind of what underneath the bed's is going to look like. We're going to have our 4 VMAX batteries right here. And then the fridge and freezer. And we haven't decided if we want to make 2 small slides for each one of those or make 1 big slide for each one of those. Save a piece of wood in the middle. So there's a couple of things that we're going to tweak out, but that's pretty much the basis of what under the bed's going to look like. And I'll take you back around the van and I'll show you what the rest of it's going to look like. So here's our nice floor for those of you who didn't get to see the finished product. So we'll start with back there by the bed with the fridge, freezer, batteries. Then the propane, our stove and oven isn't in there, so that wood right now is kind of taking the place of that. So that's going to go right there. It's going to be a little bit higher up because there's going to be a dish drawer underneath it. So that's going to be right next to the propane. So all those hoses are going to be small. The solar and everything will also be set up here, so the wires will be ran right up here. So that will also be small wire connections as possible. And then right here at the edge, this is the new sink. It's got a nice chopping board on top. We have a nice faucet. We haven't taken that out yet, but we'll build some kind of cabinet system with that for the faucet. And once we figure out our kitchen area, we're going to set up a template, and then we're going to go back to Creative Countertop, give them our template so they could cut the countertop, and then we'll be placing in the countertop, and then we'll focus on this side. But right now we're not trying to get ahead of ourselves, so we're just trying to focus on the bed right now. And we're outlaying the kitchen. I don't really think we're gonna get anywhere to the kitchen today, but this is the general idea of the layout. And there's gonna be a cabinet on this side, and then a toilet here, and a pop-down table. So if you guys could see it, I hope you like it.
Alright, well, ask them if it's buffering, how the connection is. No one's complaining. I assume it's good.
Mike wants to know, how's the connection for everyone? Any buffering, any blockiness? Hello from Kentucky Lake. Like the drapes for the windows. Yes, anybody who live, I don't know if you were talking about, we have blackout curtains in the vans, and then right here on the door, we actually bought this as a set on Amazon, and we love it. It keeps out all the sun, and I guess it keeps people from looking in your windows. But those were $34 on Amazon, one for each side, and they just come with this little rail system, and it's really nice. So you could still get those on Amazon. Hello from Canada. Hello from Illinois. I don't know where my gut went. Thanks, Victoria. I'm glad you like the setup. We like it too. You must be getting stuff ready.
I am going to cut a piece of flooring to go on the back side of the refrigerators so that it just kind of levels things out. That's just Aja over there working. If you're wondering, guys.
Mike was just saying the banging in the background is Aja working on a rig, if you're wondering. Excuse me.
Some rough measurements.
Hey, Steven. Glad you made it on. Just seeing you got on here. That battery is a tank. It is definitely heavy. Hello, Joyce. We are live now, Jenny.
Hey, girl. Leave it alone. Sorry, I'm going to use the saw for a second, guys.
Alright, so Mike's going to use the saw. Howdy from Tennessee. Awesome. I'm glad it is coming in loud and clear. This is from the demolition yesterday. We decided that we'll keep it to make it easy on us when we're doing small cuts and things.
So I guess now I'm going to start removing some of this. I wanted to leave this in here so everyone could kind of see what it would look like as we're doing it. So now I'm going to kind of pull some of this stuff out little by little to kind of make this work.
I get my back brace off in a couple of weeks. Well, I hope they fly right by. And I hope you are back to doing what you want to do as soon as possible. Hello, Michelle and Jake. Nice that you guys made it on. It's always nice to talk to you guys. Mark from Northwest Wisconsin. I love the floor. I'm doing similar with mine and washed gray. It was actually funny. They asked me what color floor did I wanted, and I said that I was looking for something with like a cherry wood and something that would match gray. So that's why I picked this, because it kind of has all those different colors in it. But he was like, so you're not looking for a gray color? I said no, and he goes like, well, that's a shame, because we got about 50 different shades of gray. So so you'll be fine if you're looking for gray.
I'm gonna put a piece back here.
Hello, Morgan's Adventures.
Just to kind of give it more of a
finished
look. So I'm gonna cut that little part of the tab off.
Thank you, Sonny. We're very excited about this rebuild. I'm just trying to keep track of Mike here so you guys don't get bored. You definitely have to work with the amount of space you have. It is a little bit of space, but if you utilize it very well, you get a lot of stuff in here. Hello from Australia. It's always cool. Always cool to get an Aussie on here.
It's been a while since I've been to Australia.
Mike's been to Australia before. I have never been, but I would love to go to Sydney, Australia. Dave's RV life. Good grief, what can Aja possibly be doing now? LOL. You're an RV owner. You know them problems never stop.
She found a good find. Well, Scotty found her a good find. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but Scotty did good today. He found something for her.
No, we won't be getting a puppy with Sheldon, I don't think. When does our next adventure start? After this, we're going to be doing Ramblin' Rome's rebuild, so that's another adventure. And then after that adventure, we'll be heading to Descend on Ben, so that'll be another adventure. So there's always an adventure with us, guys. The adventure never stops. Any advice on solar? We'll get more into that on a different video.
What's the question? Maybe I can answer it.
Somebody asked, they have like a motorhome. Let me see. Like, what would you suggest for maybe a larger size motorhome?
I would go as many panels. You have as much room as you have. I would go as much panels and as many batteries as you could afford. You have all the storage and the ability. I would just do as much as you could afford.
Hello from Michigan.
I would definitely use the bigger 305 panels that are on like Eric Nomadic Fanatics and ARBs. The 305 house panels are amazing. They work so much better. And
Keith, we hope you do amazing in your SUV life. I'm sure you're gonna love it going to all these places. It's always fun.
And I am gonna leave this section open here, because this is where the access thing is for the fuel pump. So I'm gonna leave that just the way it is.
We do have air vents, and this is actually one for the back. And so because we're kind of building it up, we're covering up, which is why you see that exhaust hose, because we'll actually bring that up over the bed and have AC or heat coming in to the back. This van was made for a 1-ton load, so we don't worry about weight issues too much. Actually, when there's nothing in it, it kind of drives and you feel like you got a fishtail in the back. So it's actually really nice to have all this weight in there. It kind of evens out the load, and it drives a lot better when it's got a little bit of a load in here.
Here are the push button sliders that we ordered.
Hello
In,
from North
push in, and
Carolina.
they slide out.
I'm so excited about those.
Slide right out on the floor.
Oh, cool. The person from Australia is from Sydney. I didn't know if that was rude to say the Aussie's from Sydney. Oh, man. What size inverter do we have? We have a 300-watt inverter, and Mike's had that for a long time before we even started van life.
No, we bought it brand new.
Oh, we did?
We did, yeah. It was a pure sign that we bought a brand new. I had a small one that we were running off of for like a month or two. And then when we actually put a solar panel on the Kia Soul and bought one of the batteries we just took out of here, and that's when I bought that pure sine wave GoPro inverter. Eventually it'll need to be upgraded, but till then, why? So
good night, Bart. Thanks for stopping on here. It's pretty cool. He's from Africa, South Africa.
Oh, very nice.
He's going to bed now. That's pretty cool. I'm from Central Queensland, Australia. Have you been to Queensland? Mike said he's been there. How expensive is solar? Expensive as you want to make it. It's not cheap. You should definitely save a couple grand for decent solar.
At the beginning of this live stream, I spoke of how expensive the batteries alone are. But I thought doing this live might actually give everyone an idea of how all this really works. All right, we're going to be cutting a couple rails here.
We actually just got memory foam, like memory foam to lay on.
High density memory foam.
High density memory foam. That's what our bed is made out of. Hello, Lulu and Scooter's Adventures. Glad you made it on here. Somebody's trying to steal the neighbor's car.
Heard that too.
Question, why no plank walls like other van plywoods? Because I simply don't like it. I'm a picky one. And because when a lot of people do the same thing, I guess it's just me liking to be me and my own person, but I don't want to do what everybody else is doing.
Alright, now I'm cutting some rails for the sliders.
We do have a couple of strands of LED lights. We're going to connect them together. Thank you, Donica's World. $10 to the build. Awesome. Thank you so much. If you guys weren't on here yesterday, I just want to say that I feel like out of all the YouTubers, we have the best subs and the best viewers. You guys are truly amazing, and we can't thank you enough. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us live and watching our videos and being a part of the build process. It's pretty fun talking this through. If it was just me and Mike, I'd be working. I want to be the camera person.
But it's nice to be able to actually... You can see what we're doing and how long all this process takes. Because it's real easy for me to film a little bit all day and then the next day film a little bit.
Mark, we are here. I'm just slowly gonna make my way to the van so you can see what Mike's doing, but I'm gonna try not to lose signal.
Should be good.
Okay.
No?
All right, so the rail systems are pretty easy. You just open them up so you could screw it underneath, and we got a nice little piece of wood so they'll come up from the floorboard.
So it doesn't scratch the floor or anything. And these are the ones that you will be able to push on the fridge and then it pops out.
Woo!
So those are really nice and they'll slide all the way out to there.
And I'm really glad we got these on Amazon Prime Day, because when we went to Home Depot and Lowe's, they actually don't have these at the Home Depot and Lowe's here. So
don't.
that was surprising to us.
So
what brand are the rails?
Specials.
Do you know what brand those are? We are going to get the box for you to show you. But yes, I really like these. They're super nice. And they should work wonders for us. They should do the job. I'm going to spin the camera around. Cross your fingers that I don't lose you. What kind of floor? Deal? The floor was definitely not a deal. We kind of bit the bullet on that because it's life-proof, scratch-proof, waterproof. And we wanted the best because we're outdoorsy. Alright, so drawer slider.
And this is the brand on Amazon.
Banana.
And they seem
I don't know how to read, guys.
They seem to have the best reviews. And that's why I went with that. So that's the only reason I went with this, is because of the reviews on Amazon were amazing. And they were pretty cheap too. They weren't that bad. I want to say like $17 for a set. And even the ones at Lowe's and Home Depot were $15, $20. So
some were up to $24, and they were still not push button.
And they weren't this nice, and they cost more. So that's
But yeah, somebody was asking about the floor. The floor looks really nice. I could show you the box of that too real quick. We'll probably do that after he's done screwing this in.
Alright, so I'm basically just building a shelf. And for the fridge to sit on. So now I have to get these attached to the shelf. And I think all I have to do is push.
Mark, I don't know what kind of vehicle you have, but for our windshield, we were actually able to get a custom windshield shade that was made just for this Promaster City, and it's really nice and thick. It gets out a lot of heat, and it looks a lot better than them $12 Reflectic ones you can find at the store. Thankfully, we did not find any rodent droppings, but Mike and I do like to go clean the van. We do a good cleaning about once a month, and then about every 3 months we do a deep cleaning, and that's where we'll take out the fridge, we'll take out Sheldon's tank, we'll clean behind the stove, we'll clean in my seasonings because sometimes they'll open and they'll spill. And so we just really in a small space like this, it is common to have little rodents, especially out in the desert. You could get desert mites in your vehicle. But thankfully, we did not find any droppings. But you do worry about that going so many different places and things like that. And it's not uncommon to have rodents in your vehicle. Okay, and then does Sheldon know that he is an A-listed? I definitely think he knows he's spoiled. So this is actually the kind of flooring that we have. It is waterproof and scratch proof, but we did put like a liner up underneath it so that it would, because our last plywood we replaced it because it had a little bit of water damage under the sink. But this flooring is really nice because it comes with a rubber mat, so you don't need rubber matting underneath it. It comes with a compressed foam board for moisture, and it comes with like a tile, and then the front is actually painted, and you could get wood or tile, so that's pretty cool. Thank you so much, T, for your donation. It's awesome. You guys are the best, including the tribe. Yes, and we do have some of the tribe still here. We got Destination Open Road, Terry and Scott, Pandemonium, Aja.
Okay, guys, I think I got it onto the piece of wood pretty squared up here, so I'm going to screw the rails onto the wood where the wood will rest.
We got the flooring at Lowe's. Home Depot had something similar, but we didn't like their designs. How often do you guys change your tires? More than we'd like to say. Unfortunately, we've had a couple of issues with our tires. We had to change them out. I'm just gonna knock on wood right here for the heck of it, for no more tire damage. For a little bit, hopefully. Howdy from Texas, subscriber and beginning my 5th month living here. You know, I tell people, for van life, I feel like it took me 4 months to get organized in the van, and that was the hardest 4 months of van life. As the first floor, to try to get organized, try to figure out what you really want, and things like that. So I feel like my advice to you is it's going to get easier from here on out. Congratulations on your van life.
Screw just kind of tore apart.
Yeeks. That's why we got all new screws for the build. No reason to try to reuse screws. How much was the flooring a box? Was it like $55 a box?
52, I think.
$52 a box, and you get 8 pieces in the box.
It covers 15 square feet.
That flooring covers 15 square feet in a box. Like I said, we did not go cheap on the flooring, just because you're walking on it every day. When you're camping outside, you're putting your trash on there, and you know, like, nobody's perfect. You're gonna spill things in the van and things like that, and you just want to have the best flooring you could possibly get, and we just felt like that's what we were doing with this brand.
See? Here's a nice little pedestal.
Yes.
Slider post.
It looks so nice. Hello from Riverside, California. Hello, hello. Hello from New York. I can hear you. I said I can hear you. No worries.
Alright. So that's going to be the slider.
Yes, we are definitely going to be taking Terry and Scott out to dinner for letting us stay here and build on their land. They're just truly amazing. And let me flip you guys around right here, since we're just behind Mike. Sheldon is here in this pin. Hopefully he's in the water so you guys can see him. Oh yeah, he's in the corner over there. He is got his head out, but because the mesh netting, you can't really see it. Maybe I could open it. You guys. There we go. Hey, Sheldon. What's up, bud? Yeah, I really like this pin, because when you're doing something like building out the van and you're not really paying attention to Sheldon, it is really nice because it's got the mesh netting, so it protects him from bugs and things like that, but he could still get sunlight and get some UVs and make some vitamin D's out of his shell.
I did put the seat where I wanted it as far as being comfortable to lounge and drive. So that's where those two screw heads are, basically, to make that straight.
And that might be something you want to think about in your build, because my seat is up right now for the build, so Mike want to make sure his is comfortable for driving.
And if I'm comfortable, then you'll be comfortable.
Yeah, because
like
he needs more space than me.
Well, it's just a matter of getting some brackets.
Or should have stuff.
Bought some metal brackets.
Jim, I think it's going good.
I'm gonna give me a little drink of soda.
After working on the van build, no, we made sandwiches the first day we got here at Terry and Scott's, and that is the last time we have cooked in the van, I guess you would say. Other than that, I don't know if you've seen the Wendy's bag, we circled past it, but that's what we had for lunch today, and we kind of just been going out to dinner and lunch lately around here. Just, you know, when you're remodeling your house or your van, I think you just gotta chalk it up, because that's what you gotta do. How long the build take? This is day two of our build. Our goal is 10 days, and we'll see how that goes. Can I get a drink yet?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking you could sit it down, so I was trying to help you.
Excuse me.
Three inches and a quarter.
Scott would definitely help Mike with the build, but we're not trying to put him to work. He is kind of relaxing here being back home, so we're not, if we don't have to bother Scotty, we're not trying to. He's been super helpful already, letting us use some of his tools and things like that.
If I need him, I'm sure he'll come and help.
Yeah, but other than that, trying not to bother
him if I don't have to. They have some projects that they're doing themselves, so I'm just trying to stay out of everybody's way here so that they can get done what they need to get done.
Are you going back to Slab City this year? We don't have any plans on it, but that could always change.
I don't think this year, no, but probably not. Unless we have to help Joe do something if something happens, or
Joe from Wonderful Story.
Yeah,
he's still in Slab City.
That something happened to him. I mean, he did break his leg.
His AC. What was it? Your Achilles?
Yeah. Of course. That's okay. Straight. A lot of this is building it inside the van, conforming it to things. So I'm just gonna adhere this straight to the floor with these brackets, screws, nice 1-inch, number 10 1-inch screws.
Thank you guys for letting us know that the live stream looks better today. That does help, because yesterday we were on a different service, and now that we'll know that for future references.
Right now we're on the Verizon again, where earlier we were on the T-Mobile and it worked great. So it's really strange. I mean, go from it working on one surface to not working on that surface. So
Howdy, Roy.
I'm just gonna measure one more time. Measure twice, cut once, right? You want to switch me places?
Yeah.
Or actually, yeah, if you just want to go to the back. Measure this again, make sure they move. Go. Put these big brackets here to hold it so that if we stop, you don't want things flying around in your van.
Are those gel cells? I think they're talking about the batteries. No,
they're AGM.
aren't.
They're just regular AGM. They're not lithium. They're not the gels either. They're just regular. I do have 30 days to return them if Battleborn decided they wanted to get on board. But I'm not getting my hopes up, so.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
I would think you'd want to come. I guess we're young and they don't see the value in that yet. Great product. It's out of my price range. Alright. So I'm gonna just screw this board right in. I'm gonna make sure it's pretty much centered on the board here. Let's see what we got over here. 1 1/4 inches. Okay, we knew we'd have to be over this way, so we want it to. Go that way just a little bit, because we want to put the scoot these over. We'll see the 3 length, and then I want to put a board
Seeing that little gray piece right there, that's the liner up underneath our floor. It smells like a pool liner, so that'll definitely make our floor waterproof, they said. We bought an old Class C, Roy says, and they're remodeling it for the road. Awesome, so you know exactly
what we're going through right now, right? Well, so that's kind of how that's gonna go. Then the inverter and the fuse panel will go right here.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Where they have more, there's a little bit extra room than enough.
Every ½ centimeter counts.
Yep. Sure does. Every millimeter here is important. Alright. Well, looks like that's where that belongs. See what I mean? A lot of doing these builds,
Just figuring out what you're gonna do.
What you're gonna do, and how it's all gonna fit.
You hear how heavy the batteries are? Did you hear that touch the ground?
They're about 50 pounds, guys. They are not light. That is the advantage over the Battleborns. Super light. Nice and slow. doesn't go over these screws. Oh, maybe it does. Not too well. Made more for drywall screws.
What do you think of lithium batteries? We like the idea of lithium batteries. We don't have the budget for lithium batteries.
Earlier in the live stream at the beginning, I kind of did explain why we didn't go with lithium. So, check that out. Of course, all this will get a little bit more stable. Get other boards attached to it, of course.
Oh, Merritt says they're doing a rebuild too.
Who?
Meandering Merritt? Meerkat? I might be saying that wrong.
And I guess I should put one in the middle too, shouldn't I, for good measure?
We did get our Jackery free at the RTR, so I guess you could say we got a Jackery for talking about Jackery, but we didn't get no payment. But still, a Jackery is nice to have. Hello, Cheryl. I'm glad you can make it. I'm glad you just got off work. Meerkat. Okay, so I am saying that right, I think. Nice.
Outlets over there. I should really reposition the batteries.
Hey Donna, good to see you, girl. Glad you made it on here.
Throw your shoulder out doing that. This piece of wood will fit
Hey Jay.
right there.
Thanks for coming on the live today. You can see Aja's rig and her windshield. You just got to Washington? Oh, that's awesome. We're at Terry and Scott's. We'll be in Washington probably until the sundown band.
Yep.
That would be awesome if we ran into you, Donna. That would be awesome.
You never know.
Never know.
You never know if you're going to see us at a campsite on freecampsites.net or iOverlander. We use all those services, so it's not like I have a secret app that I use so that no one can find us when we're camping. We use the same ones as everyone else. Just you have that access too. You just never know. You might pull into a campground and we're set up right there. And if we do, please come over and say something. Say hi. Send us a message on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. Say I'm right over here. We'd love to meet you. Leave a little note on our door if we're not at the van. I mean,
This question's for you, Mike. Do you guys get what you need from your batteries that works? Generator, okay. What's better, solar or gas? Just asking because he's starting out.
if you can go solar, that is the best advice I could do. It's more upfront, but in longevity, at the end of the day, it's so nice just to have the solar and not have to worry about a generator and fuel. I want to go completely just solar, and that's what we've been, completely solar for almost 4 years now.
We do have an alternator and we have a battery up front, and we say that we use the van as our generator, and we'll just start it up for an hour at least once a day. But with these new batteries, we won't have to do that.
That looks like, put a refrigerator on top of it. Slide right out. Now, do I have some screws long enough to screw that all the way in? Is the next question. Go through the wood. I don't know. I need some screws that are pretty long, don't I?
You might need like a washer nut.
No, you really can't have one in there because it would stop the track.
Oh, there's no space like underneath.
No, so I'm just gonna have to have a screw head that's long enough to go from here into the plywood.
What do you think that is? Like 2 inches? We don't usually do KOAs. Last year we had America the Beautiful. We'll probably end up getting that again. We were going to get them once we were near national parks, but we just seem to keep finding our ways to make ourselves busy. But we will definitely get back to the national parks and get another America the Beautiful pass.
I think I found some screws.
Awesome. Do you know where our fuel tank is at?
Yes, our fuel tank is right here. So you have to be very careful right here. It's as far as screwing stuff into the floor. You don't want it to go into the fuel tank. We also made a trap door right here. I would have to remove the refrigerator.
Destination Open Road said, go look in the garage. I'm sure they got screws long enough.
I think I found some. That'd be too long. Let me go in the shed and see if I can't find some a little shorter than this.
The pass is definitely worth the pass is definitely worth the money. It is $80 up front to get it, but once you get it, you could get into any of the national parks for free. Well, not for free because you paid the $80, but you get into the national parks with your America the Beautiful pass, and you could go into as many as you want for 1 calendar year, and that's pretty cool because a lot of the times you'll find BLM outside the national parks. So one day you'll go into the national parks, you'll come out that evening, you'll go to sleep, and the next day you'll have to go back in. So if admission's $25, that's $50 for 2 days. But if you have the America the Beautiful pass, you'll get your money's worth doing that in a weekend. Good save on the tank reminder. Yeah, last rebuild, we didn't really think of it. We built over it. Then somebody else with the Promaster City, they had a problem where they had to take theirs out. And we found out where it was, and we found out where the trapdoor was. So this one, we definitely made sure to make a trapdoor so that we could access that fuel tank if ever needed. Rome. I think in Washington I'll need a pass from the state for free camping, right? Yes, I do believe it's called the Discovery Pass here in Washington. I think it's like $10, and then there are some campsites here that are, I believe, that are like $5 or $10, and then if you have that Discovery Pass, it's free, like Lyle River. I believe that's like a $10 campsite, but if you have the Discovery Pass, then it's free. Mark, we love all the questions. Our water tank was not under the van for us. The first build, we had the sink set up here, and then our water system below. So we actually had our water tanks right here, and actually all this space right here is like dead space for spare tire if you wanted to get one. So that's where we're probably going to put our water tanks. I think there, but our sink's going to be back here, so we'll probably be dropping the water tanks up underneath here somewhere. Yeah, there's not a lot of free camping along the coast. Hello, hello. Actually, no, we do not have a spare tire because we have roadside assistance. I thought I heard Mike coming out. Guess not. Well, where are you guys going to put your clothes? There's going to be a chest on this side of the wall. And then it's going to be like down there, and then up is going to be Sheldon's tank where the pins are, and then on the side is going to be all of our electronics, our tablets, laptops, and such. We're definitely sleeping in, I don't know. I was going to say we were definitely sleeping in the van tonight, but with the slides being screwed in there, it's not so easy to clear out the floor and put on the cushions like we did last night. So that is something we haven't thought about. I don't know what we'll be doing. Destination said he's lost in the garage. He's taking a break. You may have to do the tent this time. I think so. Destination Open Road, you're so kind. She said we could set the tent up.
So I kind of found a few to get us going, so this will be perfect size. That's not too deep. Won't touch the and I'm right on the other side of that little part, so that's perfect as far as not in the little way of the cubby hole that we made. So let's just hope this works. perfect. Right size for the job.
Mark says you're doing a great job. We should have a beer. Definitely gonna have some drinks after this build to celebrate. I see Aja back there.
Watch your ears, guys.
It's gonna be loud.
Turn your TV down. And Aja is off.
Oh.
I don't know where she's going.
An inch up. Have we been planning the rebuild for long? Probably a month. So, I don't know if you would consider that a long time or not.
Alright, so I need the one screw I gave Scotty to try to help me find a couple more. So let me go help him.
Alright, Rome said party at her van when we're done building it out. So those are going in there, looking nice. Looks like we'll have 2 boards, so they'll be on 2 separate little sliders. Where you at, Sheldon? Sheldon. Oh, look, you're out of the water. Hey, bud. My Bluetooth speaker. I actually got it as a birthday present from a friend, but Sheldon loves to climb on it and sit on it, so it's his now. Are you caught? That's not cool. Oh no. There you go, bud. Mom's gonna have to cut those later. That's not cool. You gonna get in your water? You gonna show them how you climb up there? Sheldon is pretty cool to watch. Pretty relaxing. Sheldon makes, when he is tired, he'll yawn and he'll clap his mouth. It'll make like a gasping sound, so he'll do that. Or when he's hungry, he'll just like open and shut his mouth, and it's like, so other than yawning and him being hungry, let me know he wants to eat, he don't really make any noises. But he's chillaxing. He'll hang out there for a while. But I do like to zipper this thing up because Sheldon is scared to death of birds. So that's cool. A lot of intermission today. How did we not lose Sheldon? Sheldon is pretty good. He knows us. He knows that we take care of him and protect him. Mike and I, he likes to stay in the distance between Mike and I. So a lot of people have told me that there's turtles have ran off and things like that. Sheldon will get curious and take off a little bit, but he does seem to always stay within like 2 to 3 feet from us. So I hate to say it, but I'm not too worried about him running away. The street is close by, which is kind of nice because we'll be having a yard sale this weekend to get rid of some of the old stuff. Like we were going to give the batteries away for free, and Scott and Terry decided that they could use them for something, so they're going to use the batteries that are coming out. Our old sink, we're going to see if we can give that away for free at the garage sale. So we're not trying to make any money off the stuff that we're on the van, but we just want to give it away, get it a new home. Like our charge controller's going to Ross, and Rome's got her a new sink, so we're gonna see if we can give her sink away at this garage sale and see what we can do from there. Holly, yeah, this is gonna be a long live stream. I think we're gonna do it until we're either finished with the slides or have to go to the store. But we're only putting in 2 slides today, so this one was pretty much done once we get the screws in, and the next one will be going in. We had to look for screws. That's what's taking us forever. The lovely obstacles of a rebuild. Hopefully we'll be building the bed today. I would definitely love if Sheldon could talk. It would be interesting to hear what he has to say. Because he's so little, so he sees everything and different than we do. I hear Aja start up, and I did hear her say goodbye. I don't know if she's going into town. She didn't say anything about leaving, but that's what us nomads do. She got her chucks over there, so she's not leaving. I think I see Moo Moo in the driver's seat. No, that's not her. She's in the driver's seat. With his tail wagging and different emotions. Yeah, Sheldon kind of has these different looks. Like sometimes he'll just look at us and we're like, bye girl, safe travels. Okay. All right, good. Just gonna go for a test run. And there goes the Solar Queen. And then there was one. That's it. I hope we don't smell bad or nothing, because Tiny Home took off, Jimmy took off, RV Dave's life took off, and now Pandemonium just left. Yeah, it is nice that Panda got her exhaust running. That was nice. It's not loud at all. That's all the old screws out, so we don't have a bunch of screws in their fire pit or anything like that. So all that wood is ready to burn, and we took all that apart last night after the live stream. So maybe we'll have a big old campfire to celebrate. Found some screws?
Found some screws.
Awesome.
Nice. That good?
I like it. Good job, Mike.
All right, we'll put one of those little pads on the bottom of it. There we go. How about that?
It looks really nice.
And we'll put the little slippery thing so it don't slide. Yeah.
That's a good saying. The place that does not suit you will consider to insult you. I really like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but people come in your life for a reason and a season, and I like that a lot.
Alright. So let's do the next one. Put a little something on the front of that, a little front face.
Yeah, we're gonna put a nice white board up there, so maybe we don't have, well, we're gonna paint it cream, but if it's white, it'll be a nicer cream toned.
Alright. I guess grab that top board there, if you don't mind. You can. Another package of these. Also,
We do have 4 batteries, Balloon Scooters Adventures. Just one we haven't opened because we were gonna do that for video purposes, and then I don't think we ever got around to it.
we did. We opened it.
Oh, we did open it.
Yeah, we
okay.
opened one of the batteries on the live.
Oh,
put it in there. Yep.
It's just sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do have 4 batteries, Lulu and Scooters Adventures. It's just one's over here because we're just building. We don't want to deal with it for right now. We definitely want it for solar. Solar. Oh, looks like we got some of Terry's family here. That's pretty cool. They're a lot of fun. Hello.
Just watched you guys last night.
Oh, how fun.
Now they're doing other goodies.
Oh, we always try to stay busy. They are a 12-volt fridge, and they're Alpine Cools. These are, Mike is cutting our slats for slat bed. No,
The slider for the.
you're cutting them for the slider for the refrigerators to put on the slides. Yeah, I was like, you're not at the slides yet.
2 end piece, the 2 factory pieces on that side.
Ooh, it's getting a little warm.
Little. It's hot.
I know. I can feel the sun beating. It is nice though. Scott and Terry's property has a lot of big trees and a lot of shade. We just happen to be in the one sunny spot. Excuse me. It's 96 degrees in West Texas. I guess I shouldn't be complaining then.
No, it's not that bad here. Definitely not that bad here.
The Alpine Cool freezer works better than our last one, so we do like it a lot. We've got it hooked up to shore power, and it froze ice cream, so that's really nice. When we have it in our van, if you put like melted ice cream in there, it won't freeze it, which was the situation I was just kind of talking about. But this one that we have now, if you put frozen ice cream in there, it'll stay frozen, so that's...
I think it has to do a lot with the power.
It does have to do a lot with the power because we're working with batteries and not shore power.
I'm doing this right?
I hope so.
So,
You, Jim. What size is the fridge room measurements? It was like 27 by 14, right?
24 by 12.
24 by 12.
It says right on the side of
Oh,
this
you
box.
know what? Let's give you the exact measurements.
No, it doesn't.
No, maybe it doesn't.
But I can put a tape measure on it. It's about 24 inches long, about 12 inches wide, and about 10 and a half inches tall.
Did you hear that, Rome? All right, that's pretty cool. Thank you so much, Destination Open Road, Terry and Scott. They said there's a whole roll of slip guard in the garage you could use underneath the fridge. Yeah, because we were going to go get some, but we'll definitely just go ahead and use that so that you can get rid of it out of the garage and we could use it. Kill two birds with one stone. Height, please. Give me 1 second and I'll get you the height. Can I see that?
10 and a half inches.
Mike says it's about 10 and a half. All right, cool. Cool. You're doing great work, Mike. They all think you need a break. Well, benefits. Beer and CBD oil.
That's okay. We'll have plenty of time to relax later.
Looks nice. And again, they'll both have a front on them. So.
All right.
Vented more than our last refrigerator. These are more vented than our last refrigerator. Coolness. Yeah, you are, Rome. You are pretty cool. How many quarts does the fridge hold? Is that a 15 quart fridge?
Yes.
15 quarts.
How's your battery going?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I got 38%.
I don't know how much you have on the Gimble. Oh, we decided to totally
Got one bar.
YouTube, just so you know. I I just wanted to let you know we're live, but I can't see you at the moment. But
If it looks like I dropped the camera, it's because the gimbal died.
Gonna check it out.
Yeah, definitely come check it out.
We got all new batteries, all new flooring, new refrigerators, freezers, batteries, sinks.
Oh, you're gonna have a sink in here? You didn't have
We had
a
a
sink
sink.
before, did
We
you?
had running hot water before, yes.
Mhm.
And an oven and stove.
Yeah. Terry's mom is here, so Mike's talking to her. I don't know if she wants to be on camera, so we're just gonna avoid her being on camera, but it's definitely nice to get to talk to her. Oh, and there went the gimbal, guys.
You got it.
Well, gotta go.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
It's nice to see you. Safe travels. Well, I'm sure we'll see you again.
You travel safe.
Well, this is a busy city. There's crazy drivers all over.
It's really bad anymore. We used to have nice, no traffic, and now it's like going to Seattle.
Right, this is an up and coming area.
Did the gimbal die?
The gimbal did die.
Okay. Sorry, guys. You might want to put it in just for giggles. I'll plug the gimbal in, maybe.
Well, if we could get these sliders in, maybe we could cut the line to charge up the equipment a little bit.
Yeah, if we get these sliders in, that'd be a good place to.
Alright, so our gimbal with our stabilizer died. I don't know if you can see my shadow there, but I'm just holding the phone with my hands, so I'm sorry if it's really shaky. I'm going to try to stay pretty sturdy for you guys. He has to slow down, no more coffee. Mike is a sugar guy. He is a smoothie, ice cream, shakes kind of guy. No shaky so far. Alright, we're going to try to keep that going.
You're pretty good about it. Just wanted to let everybody know. Wondering why it's.
That's my mama. She's such a nice lady. I know you probably get this all the time, Terry, but you look a lot like your mom. I look a lot like my mom, too. So imagine me 30 years older, and that's my mom. Holly, we're coming over for dinner. She says she got Salisbury steaks, scalloped potatoes, green beans, and garlic bread. Nummy, nummy. No, garlic added to the green beans. That sounds yummy. I love Salisbury steak. I know a lot of people are like, it's got a bunch of preservatives, but let me tell you, that is one of my favorite foods. That with a little bit of gravy and a piece of bread, I could eat that all day. I'm attached to a cord guide.
You just saw me make a couple of them in a few minutes, right?
Roy said, be jealous, I'm having milk and cookies. I love oatmeal cookies with icing on it, and I'll put like 4 of them in a coffee mug, and I'll put enough enough chocolate, can't talk, enough milk in there to cover 2 out of the 4 cookies, and then I'll like make a mesh in there. Oh, it's so good. Give me Italian, even though I'm Italian, give me some hard-boiled eggs, grits, bacon, and I'm good. I am not a grits person. No matter how much or how many different kinds of grits I've had, I'm not a grits person. When I was 18, I was a nanny for this little kid, and he wanted grits one morning, so I made it, and the package was like you could add cheese or add this or add that to make it taste a little better, so I added everything, and but it is really healthy for him, so, but I don't like it. She's the best mom ever, Rome. She's definitely awesome. She's one of those people is like, soon as she gets here, you're just in a good mood.
Good?
Yep, good. Yep. I ate fried cornmeal mush with maple syrup as a kid. I've actually had that, and that is pretty good. I don't know what it is about grits, but I don't like them. I think it's the texture. All right.
There we go.
All right, guys. Awesome.
That look nice.
They do look nice. They're up past the lip of the floor, so they'll come up nice. They'll slide out.
Nice. All the way out.
Aw, first to know of the season, you'd have cornmeal mush. That's a cute tradition.
Sliders in. Whew.
Yeah, it is a hot one today. Not as hot as it is in Texas. I don't think it's 96 here. We do have neighbors and stuff here, so that might be who you're hearing. I can only step so far because Mike doesn't want to cut the live and he wants me to stay on this cord.
No, no worries. Here, we can do that. You can get closer.
So I can only go as far as the extension cord. Yeah, good job.
No worries.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you so much. We appreciate
Thank
that.
you, man. I haven't seen you on the live in a couple days. Nice to see you here, Tracy.
Yeah.
We missed you.
Guys, we're going to have to cut this short. Mike wants to keep going, but I'm on an extension cord. Our gimble's dead, so it's shaky.
Let's see how much we got. No, you have plenty of power.
Yeah, I have plenty of power.
You're good. Go for it.
Okay, so we'll flip it over. Would you like to hold the camera?
Okay. All right, well, we're just going to continue on. I guess we could end it right here if you'd like. So, I don't know what else. Actually, we're going to continue on building the bed. I'd like to stay live as we make the slats and stuff, but I guess we'll get off of here. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll show you what we get done tonight, tomorrow on the next live stream. Have a good one.